Hello, welcome to my first Let's Play for Afterbirth, The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I didn't start recording until I was pretty sure that I was onto like a pretty amazing run, because I'm always restarting, so I don't like to record and then record and restart, because it makes my computer slow down. So what made this run so game-breaking? Well, first of all, I'm playing Greed mode, or Greed run. And because how Greed mode works is just like you get money every time you fight like a wave of battles, a wave of battle. And then you could get the money and then spend it at the shop. And they have like this little reroll machine at the shop that lets you like reroll items. So the chances of you building like a mega character is much higher, because it's much more, I guess, flexible. And then I have blank card, and what blank card does is when you activate that item, it'll act as whatever card or rune that you're holding. It will have the effect of whatever card or rune it is that you're holding. So for example, if I had the rune Jera, which doubles the item on screen, if I activate the item, it would just act as Jera, but it wouldn't use up my actual rune, so I could keep using it as long as I could continue to fill up my charge. It was really helpful. And I have the item Car Battery, which doubles the effect of your activated item. So what happened is if I use Jera, which doubles all the consumables on screen, what it does is it quadruples all the consumables on screen. So anyway, I started off as Isaac, and I started off with the D6, and I managed to get a D20. And blah blah, I managed to... You know what? No. I managed to get a battery on screen because I have a little follower called, like, Little Battery. So he spawned one battery on screen, and then I used Jera, and I quadrupled those batteries, so there were 4 batteries on screen. And then I used one, and then I filled up my charge, and then I used Jera again, so 3 times 4, I had 12. And I used up 1, and I had 11, and I had 44. So you subtract 1, basically, to charge your battery, and then you just... So anyway, I had a ton of batteries on screen by the end, as you can see by that room down there. And in my other room, I also like to keep like these spare consumables, just in case I fuck up and I re-roll my activated like blank card, or so I can have these backups. Yeah. I don't even know like where to begin listing the things like that I got, because I've gotten so many items. I don't think I've ever gotten so many items in a single run through before. And one of the points to getting even more items is if you see like an activated item in the shop, buy it. Because when you buy it, another item in its place will spawn. The activated items will also stay on screen, so when you re-roll them, there's just more stuff to re-roll and more things to pick up. And the more items you have on screen to re-roll, the more things will show up from the item pool. And in this new, I guess they already did this from the beginning of Rebirth, but basically in the old Binding of Isaac, when you depleted like an item pool, like the game would just it would get kind of buggy, it would crash. But in this new Isaac, what they did is if you deplete the item pool, what it does, it doesn't really deplete it. It starts to like supplement the things that you can possibly roll with like cartons of milk. So then you'll just keep getting them, but it doesn't mean that you've truly depleted the item pool. It's just the chances of those things that haven't shown up yet the chances of them showing up become less and less. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess if it's like, say like there's 100 items, and 100 items that have not shown up in the game yet, and they're items that you want to get. And each time you roll, Oh my god. See, that's crazy. I've never seen tiers like that before. So anyway, so each time you roll like items out of this 100 item pool, they show up. But each time the items show up, they get subtracted from the list, and in its place is like cartons of milk. And then every time you roll, it's just chances of them showing up. And then the less items there are, and the more cartons of milk there are, the less chances there will be of you seeing items. So anyway, you'll just see a lot of cartons of milk, but it doesn't mean it's truly depleted. Maybe it's just like you just have to keep rolling and keep trying. And blank card is just so superbly useful. Especially, so I started playing this run with Isaac, who already had the D6, and I managed to spawn a D20. And one of the most important things if you want to break the game with this blank card, using the blank card, is you should find perthro, which acts like a D6, and a cracked dice, which acts as a D6 and a D20, and jera, which doubles items, and then try to spawn batteries. You need to spawn a battery in order to do like this infinite like battery thing. I mean, to do it fast. There are other ways. If you had habit, then you could just like keep hurting yourself and then charging your items, but that just takes a lot longer. So with this, yeah. Anyway, with this, it's just so much easier to use jera, quadruple all like the batteries on screen, so you'll have a ton of batteries. You just pick them up and reroll, pick them up and reroll. It's really much faster. There's no point getting a little bag of bombs. I'm at the end of the shop level, so my next level is directly at greed, and I don't need more bombs. Yeah, I've been playing since I woke up, so I've been playing like all morning, and I haven't spoken, so I sound really like I haven't spoken in a long time. Oh, I haven't eaten either. That was my belly. So I got proptosis, and oh, I guess I didn't try shooting out tears. I'm just doing a voiceover like after playing, so I'm just rewatching myself play. Yeah, so I collected a room full of like cracked dice and uh, just cards and 2 of diamonds, just in case, like, because sometimes I'm really stupid. Sometimes like I'll accidentally like roll away my own activated item, so I'll keep some of these consumables like as backup. You see that? And then I'll drop the jera back and pick up my perthro, because I don't want to accidentally use up my jera. That would suck. So anyway, I picked up the deck of cards. I was really careful not to get the soy milk because I think that would screw up my game. Well, at least in my game, for me, damage is always like I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't pick up anything that would compromise my damage. So I have I forget what that is called. It's like this big battery gives you like these Frankenstein bolts on your heads. But anyway, it lets you like double charge. Not the car battery, but you see how the activated item bar is yellow? So you can charge it twice. So I'll pick up 2 batteries at once, and it just makes things faster. Pop the fly. And I think I managed to get almost all of like those special transformations. Like I had Leviathan, I had Guppy, I had Spun, I had Yes Mother, I had Fun Guy. Um, I can't remember what. Oh, Seraphim. Yeah, the next Next good, like, 18 minutes is just me picking up batteries and re-rolling, picking up batteries. So. But, you know, fighting Ultra Greed, he's really hard. Like, a lot of the... Oh my god. I sound like I have, like, a terrible hangover. But I don't. So, in a lot of the previous games, like, you know, levels that I thought were, like, powerful enough to beat Satan or Mega Satan and all that, like, to Ultra Greed, like, he has so much HP. It's insane. So, yeah, he's actually pretty hard. You see how every time I roll, it's just like, mostly it's just rolling into cartons of milk. I'm not sure if I picked up the rubber or cement. Yeah, I did. Okay. So rubber cement makes it so that your tears bounce off the walls. I was a little hesitant because I was like, because in the old Isaac, it used to crash a lot. I pretty much did like the same thing. I tried to find ways to get as many items as possible. And there was no habit in like the first generation. Or was it? How did I do it? There was like the battery, but there was no habit. So then I remember I used to like, oh, the good old days. I used to, there was this item that would infinitely like charge in the room, but it would charge really slowly. So I would be in a room with like a mob that wouldn't really hit me, and then I would just be like stationary there. And then I would slowly charge, and I exit the room, and I bomb like the door, I exit the room, and I come back. Or maybe I used, I think I used X-ray vision. So I would like go through the hole in the secret room and come back, and the room would kind of refresh. Oh my god, I'd never seen tears like that before. I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. It's just so big. So anyway, I'd like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's crazy. Uh, yeah, so I use like X-ray vision. I go back in the secret room, I come out, charge my item, go back in. I did that with like a deck of cards. And then back then, it just like, my game would just crash. Every time I got like even just semi-powerful, my game would crash. So it was heart-wrenching. But the new Isaac is very, honestly, I love playing both. Both are really fun for me. It's the only drawback is the first generation like just crashed so much for me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I didn't want to pick up the ink because it wouldn't do anything for me. But I would buy these activated items, so like more items would be on screen for me to roll. I have like these, like Celtic cross or something. So sometimes when I get hurt, a shield would come up, and then I wouldn't be hurting. It's really weird because in this game, I had a bunch of like one pill makes you smaller pills, but my size wouldn't change. Like, I just stayed, like, really large throughout the whole game, which I kind of hate. Because I hate being, like, bulky because you just get hit more easily. Anyway, so those two guys, I had a temperance card, but in the greed mode, temperance doesn't spawn pennies. Temperance spawns, like, these little devil beggars. And anyway, because I have car battery, it'll spawn 2 of them. And then I used blank cards, so I didn't use up my temperance card. I just spawned 2. And I leave these cards in here for future use. So, like, I'll keep them in, like, a safe room so I don't accidentally re-roll all these things. Because I do that. And then I always, like, I remember just playing this game, I had so many moments of regret when I do stupid things like that, like re-roll a d20 or, I don't know, important stuff. What I could have done, but I didn't do, because I don't know, is I could have spawned, like, a lot more devil beggars in this room while I was rolling for the items, but I think I just kind of was content with this. But that probably would have made things a little faster. So, I mean, I've gotten, like, most of the things they offered. I have the thing that makes your followers bigger. I think it's called BFF. I think I also have Hive Mind, which makes the flies and spiders bigger too. And I had 2020, but I think I had a the inner eye, triple shots better than 2020. So in this game, there's double shot, triple shot, and quadruple shot. I didn't get the quadruple shot items, but I had a lot of tears up playing this game. I think I also had Lump of Coal, and I had at the very beginning of the game. In my first level, I had Abaddon. So it got rid of all my hearts, and I had just like 6 black hearts, and then on other levels I was lucky enough to get what really helped my gameplay to get through, like, you know, these waves of monsters was is it called Cupid's arrow? Anyway, it's a piercing item. So I had 2020, which gives you a double shot. I had the Abaddon shot. I had a lot of tears up pills, and I had the pupilless duplex. Anyway, it makes your tears into like a wide arc. So it was easy to hit a lot of things. I don't know. I'll just let the game play. Like, when you guys see the tears, I'll let that speak for itself. Okay, so I was curious, like, because I wanted to know what would happen if I, like, used jera again, or used my blank card again. So I wanted to see, like, how full it would get. And then something kind of stupid happened. I got rid of my D20. Like there were so many things that it had to like push out other existing stuff in the room, so like my D20 was just gone. But it was okay because I didn't really need it. I had like cracked dice and I was like, but I still thought it was funny. Like wow, it made my D6 go away, a D20 go. This is like a buffet of batteries. I don't want to pick up that tier item because I wasn't really sure that I would pick them tiers because I was really happy with the way they were. And it didn't seem like it would be necessary. Something will show up. Yay. Wafer. So lucky. Another attack fly type item. Yay, fun guy. Fun guy is when you collect a bunch of like mushroom type stuff, I think. I kind of wish I had the little spider mod thingy, so it would say like how much damage I was doing, because I wanted to know. I needed to know. Towards the end, nothing was showing up really. Like occasionally things still showed up, so I didn't give up until like I think it was a good, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of nothing, of just milk cartons. Ooh, that looks special. I don't know what that is. Not really sure what it does, but it looks powerful. So. I think one of the key points to breaking games is you must never give up. You must persevere. And re-roll. You gotta get to the bottom of the item pool. That's your objective. And you will reach heights you never even knew existed. I think that's a pretty good life philosophy. Because I hadn't seen Tooth Shot in this whole game, so I thought I'd still have like a shot of getting it to show up, but it actually Unfortunately, it did not in this playthrough. But I think, because my luck was pretty high, I had luck up pills in this game, I think had I gotten Tooth Shot, it really would have been like fucking insane. Because Tooth Shot is kind of like a critical hit. The higher your luck, the more of your tears will. Oh my god. That was kind of scary. It's like a big evil red eye. I don't know how they got so big. I don't know how that happened. I was just collecting stuff and then I like suddenly just like compared to the last time I'd seen my tears, it was like I don't know. The last time I'd seen them, they were normal size. They didn't fill the screen. So anyway, Tooth Shot, like the higher luck, more of your tears will become Tooth Shots, and if your luck is maxed, all your tears will become Tooth Shots. And what the Tooth Shot does, or it's called Tough Love, and it makes your tears into like a huge tooth. It triples your damage. So like on top of all the multipliers and like my base damage was high, my multipliers, I had like a lot of multipliers. I had Cricket's Head, I had the big mushroom, magic mushroom. I don't know if they stack though. I'm not sure if it just stays the same multiplier because I think they have the same multiplier. It's a 1.5. But I'm not sure if they stack. So anyway, with that on top of everything, I can't even imagine. But I don't think I have tooth shot in this game. I'm hungry. And because I've decided to give up, I'm gonna go out with a bang. This is my big finale. Spawn. I'd never spawned so many beggars on screen before. So I accidentally picked up the cracked dice. I didn't mean to, but I'm so stupid. What I should have done is like, but I kind of just gave up. I was like tired of rolling stuff. But so what I did is I just went through all of them. I spawned a bunch of things. I spawned a bunch of things and items. But I have the cracked dice. So the cracked dice is if you get hurt, you may accidentally re-roll like all the items on screen. So that is what happened to me. Why didn't I use the perthro now? I'm so stupid. I don't remember. But anyway, Merry Christmas. Here's a shitload of stuff. It's like, man, I should have re-rolled that. I don't know why I didn't. I'm a fool. Wow. No idea what happened. But when I woke up, it looked like this. Wow, that's the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in this game. It's just so holy and magnificent. So, I'm really stupid. I guess the machine got jammed in my previous runs, and I didn't know. And I know that if you bomb the machine, there's chances of it unjamming, or so I've read. And so I bombed them, and I realized like the percentage on the side of my screen, that little like percentage next to the machine, it went back down to 0, and then it was at like 2 before. So I think I have to start over again. Not start over, but it's like it took me such a long time to build it from 0. So I guess when it's not at 0 anywhere, it'll never jam again. I don't know. Anyway, I spent all this time and I only dropped like, I only gave it like 25 coins. So anyway, that's my best